Hi. I'm waiting for it to adjust on my face. Okay. Everything I've ever done is perfect. And I've always thought that. Um, to be honest, my whole life. Do I have any boogers? I feel like I have some boogers. And even that, yes, is perfect. No. But everything that needs to happen has happened the way it exactly needs to happen. And that is what has calmed my anxiety since I figured that out, basically. I used to be so nervous all the time, like, oh my god, what if I'm doing this wrong? Oh my goodness, what if so and so, my brother, whatever. I cared too much about other people. That was my first problem. Second problem is I would focus too much on, like, what is going on? How can I fix this? If you just take a chill pill and relax and realize, like, everything is perfect and everything is happening just the way it needs to happen, and you're not in control of everything, and you don't need to be in control of everything, you tend to be more calm. And in return, your cortisol levels will like lower. You will feel better. You'll be less puffy. You'll be less. It's just a beautiful snowball effect of beautiful things. Here's your daily reminder that everything you've ever done is perfect, and everything you will do in the future will be perfect. And even if you fuck up a little bit, it's perfect. That's my daily reminder as well, because like I say, I always make these videos in what's it called, in mind that something that I've gone through or something that I've dealt with. So this is selfishly for me, but also for you. Sometimes too, I tend to like focus on the bad things. Like, I have this one common event that just keeps replaying in my mind, and I unfortunately, I can't talk about it because maybe, like I say, maybe I will talk about it one day. But in a broad scheme of things, basically what it is just something horrible. But if I sit back and I'm like, okay, look, that horrible thing had to happen for a specific reason that I don't know yet, but it will play out, and it always does play out for the better. And it's true. I've had, like, my relationship with my husband is the prime example of everything will play out for the better. I was with the most abusive, horrible person you could ever imagine. He's the one that took me to go meet my husband. He took me to that show where I like saw him, laid eyes on him, whatever. I've said that story too much. I won't say it anymore. But it's my favorite story. It's just so cute. But if I wasn't with that horrible person who did horrible things, I would have never had this beautiful experience. I wouldn't be married right now. So, for every horrible moment you've had in your life, I promise it had to happen for a specific reason. You might not know that reason yet, but just have faith. Faith is the key part in a lot of this. Faith is what helps you pull through. I need lotion. But the best lotion, if you know, you know. But back to what I was saying is that everything is perfect. My dad told me that recently, and it really stuck with me. He's been doing, what's it called? Feelings, I guess you can call it feelings checks throughout the days. And he's like, hey, how are you feeling? Emotionally, not like, oh, how are you doing, but on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being you're going to the fucking dentist, and 10 being you're going to see Julian and he's going to take you out to dinner. And, most of the times I'm like, I'm at a 7. I'm feeling very mid. And the mid will attract mid things. You'll just get more of what you have. So if you're feeling shitty, like you're going to the dentist, you're going to attract more shitty things. And obviously, if you're feeling great, you're going to attract more great feelings. Granted, we are human and we do fluctuate throughout the day, but if you can keep it at a high 9, 10, you fluctuate between 9 and 10, you're on your way. And that's what I've been trying to like focus on. My current problem, I guess you can say, is like I said, I stay at 7, mid vibes. my main, like, knockdown, I guess you can call it, or struggle, is I tend to struggle a lot with my fatigue. I'm so tired all the time. I do one daily task and I'm like, I gotta lay down. Not all the time, but a majority of the time that's how I feel, and it really does, like, fuck up my day in vulgar terms, but it's true. And my dad he suggested, like, hey, look at it like this. You're lucky enough to have a beautiful, comfy bed. Clearly, it's comfy. It is really comfy. My husband got us a king-size bed. It's not the combo, what is it called? Hybrid. So it's also foam and mattress, or spring, you know? It's really nice. I could lay, like, with my arms open. So, if you find more things to be grateful about during your kind of bummy situations, it does bring you up in the scale of 1 to 10. And then you're like, hey, you know what? I feel better. I'm going to go take my rest. I'm going to feel better afterwards. And I'm going to get back to what I need to do right after. And instead of focusing on, like, fuck, I'm tired, damn, my hands hurt, I barely did anything, why am I tired, I slept 9 hours. Instead of focusing on bad, bad begets bad, good begets good. And keeping that whole everything is perfect in mind definitely does, like, motivate you to feel better and continue on. Yeah, it's just a fun little message that I thought I'd share today in this week's video. Last week's video was really fun. I'm working on the vlog per usual. In case you haven't seen it, check my page. I think I can link it. I always forget to go and link my videos from the previous time and the little title cards. I don't know if I could still do that. But the vlog was really fun. I did finally learn why my brownies were coming out crumbly. Apparently I'm over mixing my mixture, so I will not be doing that anymore. I'll try it again. I did just make pistachio cookies, so I think I'm capped for baking. Again, I have naturally high cholesterol, so I'm trying to, I really try to eat clean for that reason. So even though I make my own baked goods, I do try to stay away from having so many baked goods. Side note, in case you didn't know, I'm pretty sure you know, a lot of people know this. Even if you're skinny, yes. Even if you're underweight, yes, you too can have high cholesterol. So keep that in mind. Go to the doctors, get your physicals, and get your blood work. So that's my daily reminder too, because I really have to go do that. But I will. So I think that's basically all I had to say. I hope anything you take from this video is helpful for you in the future and anything you might experience. And don't worry, you're not alone, and basically a lot of people have the same situations, if not exactly the same, if not similar situations that they've gone through. And if you just kind of keep the vibes high, everything will get better and you will succeed with your goals. Whatever your goals may be. I know I gotta work on mine because I haven't really touched my goals lately, which I will. Oh my god. The strokes added to their story. What is this? I can't prove it, but I know Julian shit posted this. Anyways, before I go off on a tangent. That's all I have to say. I'm so sorry for that last part. I'm gonna leave it in there because that's genuinely how my brain works. Okay, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.